Where does it all begin with you not loving your car anymore? You used to love it, you purchased it for one reason or another. You may not have really totally been in love with it, but it was good enough for you to make decisions like, hey, I want this car, I love this car. And it happens for so many people. And then they just abuse it and let things go, and then they don't love it anymore. And they think it's, oh, maybe it's time for a new car. It's really not. It doesn't take much to make an ugly car look good again. So here we go. New customer to us, 90,000 mile Toyota, has plenty of life in it if it's serviced and maintained properly. The bumper cover was loose, and this fender adhesive fender trim was just hanging down in like a loop right here, and it's probably been like that forever. And he's like, well, what does the customer know about fixing that? Probably nothing. Like, either take it all off and deal with it or try and preserve it. It really wasn't that big of a deal for us. Is clean up where the adhesive was coming apart, and put some epoxy on it, and then let it dry and cure. It'll stay right in place, keeping the car still looking good. That's one part of this completely nice 90,000 mile Toyota that was cosmetically ugly, right? And then you get to the headlights, not horrible, but they're getting there. Then you get to the battery terminal, that's ugly. The wiper cowl was full, got that all cleaned up for the guy. And then on the other side, similar situation, that the fender liner was coming out, the screw was missing, and then the rubber adhesive was falling down. Simple repair. Fix it up, put some adhesive on it, put a screw in it, put the body back together. Simple repair. Moving on to the maintenance now of the car, which is fix the battery terminal, do a fuel injection service, replace the belt. There really wasn't a whole lot wrong with this car, but how do you get to the point where I'm tired of this car and I don't want to put any money into it? Typically it's because you let it get so far ahead of you that you feel that way, and you may not understand that it doesn't take a whole lot of money to keep the car looking good. Headlights can be polished, headlights can be replaced, any paint or body damage within reason can be repaired, and sometimes it's not as expensive as you think. You may have gotten a price at the body shop for a bumper cover for, I don't know, $2,000 or $3,000. We're doing bumper covers with paint and installation for way far less than that, and I'm still able to make a profit on the job and make the customer happy and make their car look good. Plenty of that work going on. Now we have a Nissan Kicks over here that somebody, I don't know who, and I don't know if this is from an accident or not, but you can see that this is starting to come loose. Here's a fairly newer car that's showing problems already. Clips are missing. Low mileage car. Duralast alternator with the green and red pads. If the factory doesn't put these stupid things on their battery, what makes you think that you need them for $4 at AutoZone or Advanced? You do not need battery pads and insulators. They serve no goddamn purpose other than to make them more profits and cause more problems for people. Typically, you can't get the battery cable ends down far enough with those pads. He's also having charging issues on a variable rate charge alternator with a clutch drive, and then he's got some Bobo alternator in here, and I'm like, not gonna work. So sometimes it's like you're having problems because you went to a shop and you think that they're putting the best parts in your car. And a lot of people tell us all the time, like, oh, I can't afford a new alternator. Well, can you afford to continue to have problems with crappy parts? So yeah, making ugly cars look good, keeping cars on the road, and sometimes it's not very expensive. It doesn't need any mechanical repair. Tires are good, brakes are good, suspension's good, everything works. We're going to do some maintenance work, get the customer back on his way, and then we'll see him his next oil change and maintenance inspection and see what's going on. Get easily another 200,000 miles out of this car and keep it looking good, riding good, feeling good, sounding good, with no car payment. Thanks for watching.